Hello, everyone, and welcome to Everyday English Learning. Today, I have a very special story for you. A story not just for your English listening practice, but also for your heart. It is called Nothing is Free. This is the inspiring journey of Tom, a young man from a small town who learns that success, respect, and even love must all be earned through hard work and persistence. You will travel with Tom through his struggles, his failures, and his victories. Listen carefully, repeat what you hear, and let this story inspire you to never give up on your own dreams. Now, let's begin. Tom was 21 years old, living in a small town, surrounded by hills, rivers, and quiet fields. His father, Ramesh, was a carpenter who built tables and chairs for families who could barely pay him. His mother, Latha, washed clothes for neighbors. His little sister Anu was just 10, full of laughter and dreams. Though the family had love, money was always short. Some nights, they ate only rice with salt. Tom felt the weight of responsibility. He often sat outside at night, looking at the stars, whispering, "I will give my family a better life." But how? We have nothing. One evening, Tom told his father about his big dream, to build a chain of restaurants, to be an entrepreneur, to give his family dignity. His father listened silently, then said, "Son, dreams are not free. If you want something, you must fight for it. Start with what you have, even if it is small." The words struck Tom's heart. The next morning, Tom noticed something. People in his town loved bread, but the only bakery was far away. An idea sparked. If I bring bread here, I can start something. But Tom had no money to buy bread, so he walked miles to the bakery of Mr. Rahman, a strict old man. Tom said bravely, "Sir, I want to sell your bread in my town. I have no money now. Can you trust me for 1 week? I will return your money after selling." Mr. Rahman frowned. "Why should I trust you?" Tom replied, "Because I am determined. I will work hard and keep my word." After a pause, Rahman agreed. That day, Tom carried bread back, set up a small stand near the park, and greeted people. Fresh bread, warm and delicious. At first, people laughed, but Tom offered free samples. Slowly, customers came. By evening, he sold everything. Tired but joyful, he returned to Rahman, placed money on the counter, and said, "Here is your payment." The old man nodded. "You kept your word." Come again, Tom's journey had begun. Day after day, he worked, walking before sunrise, selling with a smile, never losing energy. After 2 months, he saved enough to buy a small cart. Now he could sell more. People began recognizing him as the bread boy. One woman suggested, "Tom, why not bake your own bread? You will earn more." That night, Tom thought, nothing is free. Not success, not growth. If I want more, I must learn. The next morning, he asked Mr. Rahman, "Sir, will you teach me to bake?" Rahman frowned. "Why should I? If you bake, you won't need me." Tom replied, "I will never forget the man who gave me my first chance. If I succeed, your bakery will succeed too." Rahman saw honesty in his eyes. Finally, he said, "Fine, but baking is not easy. Come at 3 a.m. tomorrow." And so Tom began. At first, his bread was too hard, then too soft. His hands hurt, his back ached. Some nights he cried. Once he whispered, "Maybe I should give up." But he remembered his father's words, "Dreams are not free." He pushed on. After weeks of struggle, his bread became golden, soft, and perfect. Ramen handed him a loaf and said, "Well done, Tom. You are ready." With new skills, Tom rented a small oven and began baking at home. His mother brewed tea for him while he worked late into the night. His sister Anu helped pack loaves with excitement. Customers noticed, "This bread tastes better than ever." Soon, Tom added cookies and simple cakes. Business grew. But life tested him again. A new bakery opened in town, owned by Vikram, a young man with money. Vikram's shop was big, shiny, full of decorations. People were curious and left Tom's cart for Vikram's bakery. Tom's sales dropped. Fear struck him. What if I lose everything I built? Instead of giving up, Tom decided to learn. He asked customers, "Why do you like Vikram's bakery?" Some said, "It looks clean and pretty." Others said, "His cakes are decorated beautifully." Tom realized he must grow not just as a baker, but as a businessman. With his savings, he painted his cart bright, added cheerful signs, and decorated his bread with simple designs. He borrowed books from the library to learn cake decoration. He offered free samples again, smiling with energy. Slowly, customers returned. One elderly woman told him, "Many young men quit when life gets hard. But you didn't. That is why we trust you." Encouraged, Tom saved money to rent a small shop. It was not big, not fancy, but warm and welcoming. He named it Tom's Fresh Oven. Every morning before sunrise, he baked bread, cakes, and pastries. His family helped. His mother handled accounts. His sister welcomed customers. His father fixed shelves and chairs. The shop became a center of joy. Tom thought, "This is only the beginning. One day, I will own many shops." One stormy night, after closing his shop, Tom saw smoke inside. A small fire had started near the oven. He rushed in, poured water, and stopped the flames, but much of his equipment was damaged. The next morning, people gathered, whispering, "Maybe this is the end for Tom." Tom's heart ached. He had worked so hard, but he stood outside and said, "This is only a challenge. I will not give up." He checked his savings, too little to replace everything. Fear crept in, but he remembered his journey. "I started with nothing before. I can start again." He baked at home with the little equipment he had left. He told customers, "I won't let you down. I will keep baking, even if it is small." People admired his courage. Some donated flour, others gave sugar. A few offered money. Friends came to help clean the burned shop. Tom realized something powerful. When you help yourself first, others will help you. For months, Tom worked tirelessly. Slowly, he rebuilt his bakery. Finally, he reopened with new decorations, brighter colors, and more items like cupcakes and muffins. The reopening day was full of joy. The mayor came and said, "Tom, you are an inspiration. You have shown us that with determination, anything is possible." Tom stood before the crowd and declared, "Nothing in life is free. Not success, not respect, not love. Everything must be earned with hard work, patience, and persistence. Failure is not the end. Every challenge is a step toward success." The people cheered. Tom's Bakery was not just a shop anymore. It was a symbol of hope. As Tom's Bakery flourished, new challenges appeared. Managing employees, keeping accounts, meeting demand. Everything grew complex. Some days, Tom felt overwhelmed. He thought, I was just a boy selling bread. Now I must lead a business. Am I ready? But he remembered every hardship he had faced. Walking miles with bread, learning to bake, fighting competition, surviving fire. Each memory gave him strength. He began to study business books, learning management, marketing, and finance. He attended town meetings, spoke with other shop owners, and asked advice. Slowly, he grew not just as a baker, but as a leader. Tom introduced new items, special festival cakes, birthday pastries, even savory snacks. Customers loved them. Families celebrated birthdays with Tom's cakes. Children ran to his shop with coins in hand. His bakery became the heart of the town. One day, Tom stood outside his bakery and thought, "This is good, but I dreamed bigger. I wanted a chain of restaurants." The thought both excited and scared him. Expanding meant risk. But Tom knew the truth. Nothing is free. He saved money, planned carefully, and opened a second bakery in a nearby town. It was difficult, traveling between towns, training new workers, managing supplies, all tested his patience. But Tom worked tirelessly, building trust in the new town, just as he had in the first. Soon, Tom's name spread. People said, "If you want honest bread, go to Tom's Fresh Oven." His father, once worried, now smiled with pride. His mother said, "Our son has changed our life." His sister Anu dreamed of studying business to help him grow even more. Years passed. Tom's small cart had grown into multiple bakeries. He employed many workers, supporting families across towns. Yet he never forgot the beginning. The cold nights staring at the stars, the words of his father, the trust of Mr. Raman, the fire, the struggles. One evening, Tom stood before young people in the town hall, sharing his journey. He said, "Remember, nothing is free. Not success, not knowledge, not love. You must earn everything with patience, sacrifice, and persistence. Failure will come, struggles will come, but never give up. The darkest night often comes before the brightest morning." The crowd applauded. Tom realized his dream was no longer just about bread or restaurants. His dream was about inspiring others to fight for their own dreams. His life itself had become the bread that fed hope. Thank you for listening to this story on Everyday English Learning. Tom's journey reminds us that nothing in life is free. Dreams must be earned through effort, patience, and determination. We saw how he began with nothing, faced setbacks, even a fire, yet he rose again, stronger, braver, and more successful. Let this story remind you that your own struggles are not the end. Every challenge is just a step to something greater. If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more English listening practice and motivational stories. Remember, nothing is free, but everything is possible. Keep learning, keep growing, and never give up.